Out comes Johnny Ryan. Ryan flicks the ball back in field. Tipperary are moving well. They've got into a groove. And this is from a good distance out, but no pressure on the player taking the shot. That was Willie Connors. And Dublin secure the ball from their own puck out. That's Darragh Gray, real stylish hurler. Diarmuid O'Dooling did really well in the Walsh Cup matches, and Tipperary look a little loose there, and Conor Burke found himself in space. And that's their first score in 6 minutes. Owen O'Donnell not back in the team yet as he continues his recovery from injury. Conor Donohue's pass was for Brian Hayes, but 2 Tipperary men and 1 Dublin player. We've seen that a few times already. John McGrath firing the ball back. And Brian O'Mara with the effort. Ronan Marr, his second spell as Tipperary captain. Well, got away with a loose pass. Craig Morgan. Morgan attempted block by Brian Hayes, and that's a very, very fine score from Craig Morgan. Johnny Ryan sets up the attack, but it's a poor ball from him. And Dublin will switching the angle of the attack now. Sean Curry switches it back over again. That's a really good catch by Cian O'Sullivan and a wonderful point, and that will give them huge confidence. Tipperary's Sean Ryan never got hold of that at all. Hit it straight at Conor Donohue. Paul Crummy of Lucan Sarsfields knew he wasn't going to get the distance on it, so he's fired it in towards Ronan Hayes. Cian O'Sullivan. O'Sullivan spins back around. He's been doing his stuff with the freeze, and now he's got in on the act from open play. Well, the scoring rate was so high in the first 20-odd minutes. It's dipped a little bit. The shooting has gone a little loose. That's John McGrath. Nice score. Now, this is where Dublin have had issues just getting the ball to stick. Really nice work by Paul Crummy. And that's going to drop in towards Rhys Shelley. Goal chance! O'Dooling threw himself at the ball, but Tipperary were able to deal with it. It was Craig Morgan who was in the right place at the right time for them. Paddy Smith dances away from Tipperary players. Dublin could easily have been in for a goal. Sean Curry is very quick. He gets away from Conor Bowe, and Bowe did enough, but O'Dooling flings the ball back in field to Conor Burke. They need a score out of this, Dublin, and they've got it too. And this was the clearance from Craig Morgan. Well, that's some puck of the ball from Owen Connolly, and Tipperary, again, very precise. Dublin have upped their game, and now there's a race with Sean Ryan. Wins and gets away from Paddy Smith. Goal chance! Buried! Well, they managed to get Ryan in a one-on-one battle with Paddy Smith, and there really was only going to be one winner, and the finish very good. Smith, unfortunate that he slipped. Dara Power, Fergal Whiteley on the sideline, and the crowd behind him loved that. And why not? Cian O'Sullivan. O'Sullivan been forced away from goal by the work of John McGrath. Now Fergal Whiteley, lovely turn of pace from Whiteley, and the finish is a nice finish. That's Willie Connors. Dublin have bossed things around the middle. What a pass that was to Jake Morris. Morris, what a goal! That's a stunning goal. The pass, I'd like to see that bit again. It was outrageous from Willie Connors, just like a little sand wedge right into the hand of Jake Morris, and he still had a lot to do. And my word, he did it. Ronan Maher just lets the ball off to Jake Morris, and Morris lets it fly, and the umpires concur. Diarmuid O'Dooling, good work from him. Robert Byrne was the player who was dispossessed. And can Dublin get in for a goal chance? They need a couple of them. Decent shot, well saved by Rhys Shelley. It was Davy Keogh's effort. Well, maybe that's a work on for Tip at training this week. They've been penalised several times for throwing the ball. We're in the last minute of 5 being added on. And Tipperary, well, no mood and in no mood to take the foot off the gas. Joe Fogarty, Tipperary pushing for home, and Fogarty with the score by Craig Morgan. Morgan lost the ball. Out comes Brian O'Mara. There's the whistle. Dublin got it down to 4 points after a really fine display in the third quarter. But Tipperary had too much, and they win by 2 goals and 27 points to 22 points at Parnell Park.